Welcome back. Thank you for staying with CNN News 18, and we have some breaking news coming in. Now, Brazil, India, Germany and Japan have issued a joint press statement on United Nations Security Council reforms. They have called for UNSC expansion, and they have even backed Africa at the reformed UNSC, and text-based negotiations at intergovernment negotiations framework is also mentioned in the joint statement that has been released by Brazil, India, Germany and Japan. We have CNN News 18's Abhishek Jha to tell us more about this joint press statement on UNSC reforms. Abhishek, over to you.
So, we have seen that India has always raised this issue of UN being reformed because it does not reflect the new reality also of the world, new geopolitical situation of the world. India happens to be one of the largest economy in the world, the largest population of the world lives in India, and it doesn't have a representation in United Nations Security Council, and that's a bit ironical. Also, the entire African continent does not have a reflection in the United Nations Security Council. The Latin Americans, they do not have a reflection in United Nations Security Council. The council has 5 members who used to be the most powerful nations back in 1940s when the Second World War was ending and this United Nations was created. Since then, there has been a lot of ups and downs in several countries. We have, British Empire does not wield the same kind of influence or the, expansion across the world that it used to have in late 40s. So to reflect the new realities, India has been asking for a United Nations Security Council reforms. India, Germany, Brazil, Japan, these are the emerging countries. They have power, they have more influence in their society, and their voice should be heard in the overall policy that this global body is making. And this is what India's stance has been. Though there has been support from major United Nations Security Council members, including USA, UK, France, Russia, on the issue of expansion and reforming United Nations. But on the ground, on the reality, there has been hardly any movement that would say that UN is going to be reformed and there is going to be inclusion of new members in key important policy-making bodies like United Nations Security Council in under the multilateral platform. So, and this is where the concern of these countries have been. This is where they have been jointly coming out with statements and trying to lobby around and convince and convey their partners, their allies and other nations that the body needs to be reformed or it will remain irrelevant like the other bodies in the world.
Well, absolutely, Abhishek. Thank you so much for giving us that context. We're now slipping into a very short break. We'll be right back with more stories.